here, okay? Stay here, good girl. Alright, what is up, guys? We are on our way to get some oil to put in here to see if I am possibly low on oil, and that's why my lifters are making this noise. But a part of me thinks that it is not low on oil. We'll see. The Trooper's running really well. I need to get my alignment done. I did all my shocks. I did all my wheel bearings. I got all new tires, and I still haven't done my alignment. Probably not the smartest thing, considering that the alignment is, making your tires wear evenly or unevenly. So my new tires are probably wearing a little unevenly, and that might be why my tires are also giving me a little bit of a squeakiness. It might not be my shocks, because those are new. It might not be my wheel bearings. It might not be my CV joints or my axles or any of that. It could just simply be that I need to get my alignment done, and it is making my wheel squeak, my tire squeak on my rim, which is a very big possibility. So probably should go get my alignment done. But right now, in this cold weather, I feel like everybody always talks about this Isuzu tick. They're like, oh, it's this ticking Isuzu. It makes this ticking noise, and it's so awful. I've never had that. I rebuilt the whole top end of this car. Never had that Isuzu tick. However, I recently, when the weather started to get cold, noticed that the Isuzu ticks a little bit louder. It's not like a god-awful clicking noise that I can't live with. But it is ticking a little bit louder. And I know that certain people run certain types of oil during certain times of the year. So maybe I need to change the weight of my oil and get a different viscosity going on. It might make it a little easier for my engine. I will say my engine, sorry, I gotta put chapstick on. My lips are super chapped because the weather is changing. So I have a gas tank leak. I have a squeak in my front right tire. I think that's my alignment. I have a couple of things with this car that I really have to do. But I will say, again, my engine is always on the colder side. It never heats up. It never heats up. I always try to heat it up. I'll sit there with it for like half an hour, rev the engine, blah, 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 doing that whole thing. It never heats up. So I think the combination with my engine always being slightly on the colder side and and the weather here getting colder, I think that it has just changed the way that the oil sits in my engine. It has made the viscosity different or stickier or something, and my lifters are then making that ticking noise more often. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's a real thing. I'm just kind of speculating, but right now I'm gonna go get some oil and throw it in my car. Some oil and throw it in the truck. So I'm on my way to Advanced Auto Parts, and I'm going to pick up a quart of oil. Right now my dipstick says that my oil is good and that it's not low. My oil pressure is almost up to 85. It's like higher than normal. When I'm idling, it's right in between 0 and 85, so I think that's like 42 and a half. But it sits perfectly when I'm idling, when I'm not gassing it. When I am gassing it, though, it does go a little higher. So I don't know. Usually people say that lifter tick comes from you're not having enough oil. Blah, blah. My dipstick says that I do have enough. There's a whole bunch of other things. So anyways, guys, I am pulling up to Advanced Auto Parts, and I will see you in just a minute. All right, guys, so I just put in some 5W30 Castrol to see if it gets rid of this tick. Let's see what happens. Okay, it starts up. It sounds good. I don't really hear the tick at all. I don't really hear the tick. I mean, maybe it's tough. It's tough to judge. It's tough to judge. Let me see. I guess I don't really hear it. Okay, well, I guess I don't really hear the tick, so that's a plus. I mean, is it possible that I was just low on oil? It takes, I don't know if you can hear this, but it takes a minute for my engine to shift. Also, my transmission. I don't know what that is, but it takes a minute for my transmission to warm up and start shifting correctly at the proper RPMs. And I don't know what that is either, but once it warms up and starts shifting correctly, everything's fine. So a part of me just thinks it needs to warm up, and that's just the way it is. I mean, I guess I'm really not hearing the lifters very much now. I only put in half a quart. Or if I am, I'm hearing them less. You know? If I am hearing the lifters, I'm hearing them less. Which is interesting. I only put in half a quart. Sorry guys, I'm kind of rambling, but it's interesting considering that I only put in half a quart of oil and I can't really hear my lifters anymore. So maybe I was low on oil. I checked my oil, my dipstick was telling me that I had enough. It's so weird though, because not a lot of my cars eat up oil. Like my Subaru doesn't eat up oil. My Subaru doesn't eat up oil. The Volvo doesn't really eat up oil, and neither does this. There's no oil leaks in this car, but I mean, I don't hear the tick now. So if that's all it was, and I need to put a couple quarts of oil in this car. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I've already put $3,000. I don't know. It's possible that I already put $3,000 onto this car, and it's just time for an oil change, and that's just how much it uses. I haven't really been paying too much attention to how much mileage I've been putting on it. So, well, that click is still there. The clickiness is still there, but am I going crazy? Maybe I'm going crazy and it's always been there. I don't know. I have no idea. You guys, alright. Well, I'm pulling up to my house, so... thank you for coming along with me on this ride to AutoZone, to Advanced Auto Parts. I got a couple of things. I got some seafoam. I got some injector cleaner. And I got some oil so that I could put more oil into the car. Yeah, so to see if that would fix my issue with the lifter noise. I read the manual, and the manual said, the Isuzu Trooper manual, it said, the Trooper manual said that they recommend 10W30, which I didn't realize, but they recommend 10W30, and in colder weather they recommend 5W30. So I'm actually running the colder weather recommendation already. But yeah, so that is the Trooper. Maybe I'll throw the rest of that cord in there. Yeah, so I got Seafoam, awesome for cleaning your car. And I also got Lucas upper cylinder lubricant injector cleaner. I probably don't even need this because my injectors are brand new. But I just got them. I like having it around. It's nice to do during an oil change. But we're back home, and I am going to throw this up on the YouTube. So thank you guys for coming along with me on this drive. I'm sorry if it was boring. But that is my update with the Trooper, and everything else is running perfectly fine with it. Everything else is running perfectly fine. So yeah, I'm building a bed in the back, and soon we will go camping in it, and it's going to be outfitted for all of that good stuff. So I'll bring you guys along with that, and we were going to do some overlanding and some cool stuff. So anyways, you guys, I love the Trooper. I hope you guys love the Trooper as much as me. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing. I appreciate it, each and every one of you guys. And I will see you guys very soon on the next one. All right, bye.